Hi, hello, Steve Holmes here from St Luke's Hospice. Our first Facebook cooking session. Hopefully it'll be a bit of fun, maybe get the family involved. So to start with, very first one, good old fashioned fish pie. So we've got our potatoes on that we're going to use for the top of our pie. Just going to drain those, they've cooked for about 20 minutes. Just going to drain those and leave those for later. There we go, leave those there, that's fine. Let's just run through the ingredients that we've got. So fish. We've got frozen fish, but you could use fresh fish. I've got a supermarket pack of fish pie mix, some salmon, and any white fish really. This just happens to be haddock because that's what we've got in the freezer. Some prawns, which we'll add in later. Some peas that'll give it a bit of colour. Some cheese and some milk, some white wine to go for the sauce. And then our main base of our sauce, which we've got here, which is diced carrots, celery, and leeks. So we'll just finish off doing those now. Just finish those, you just want them all about the same size. Just finish chopping those few bits and pieces into there, and then we'll get those on to cook for about 15 minutes. Okay, that's fine, get those in there. Doesn't matter how you chop them up, as long as it's all about the same size, so everything cooks at roughly the same pace. Okay, so that's all the ingredients done there. I'll pop there, just a lug of olive oil into your pan, get that nice and hot, and then we'll put in our veg. So this will be the base of the sauce, we'll give you a nice flavour to the sauce hopefully, and we can start to make our fish pie. So we'll pop those in there, everything goes in together. We're going to cook that for, as I say, about 15 minutes. Try not to get any colour on it, you don't want it to burn, you don't want it to go brown, you just want it to cook and make those leeks nice and sweet, and then we'll carry on with the rest of it later. So we've got our veg on cooking, so we're going to leave that to cook for about 15 minutes. In the meantime, while that's on there, we keep an eye on it, we're going to start cooking the fish. So we've got a fairly deep pan, we're going to put in our milk, and we're going to get that just warm before we add the fish. We've got 2 bay leaves, got 3, but I'm going to use 2. Going to pop that in there, a little bit of salt and pepper, salt, put that in there, a bit more, and there we go. We just wait for that fish, that milk to just warm up a little bit, and then we'll put the fish in. Okay, hi, back again. So now we've got the vegetables are cooked, the fish is poached in the milk. Now's the time to pop your oven on, it's about 180, so that's hot, nice and hot for when the pie is put together. So we're going to take the vegetable off the heat for now, and then first of all we need to take the fish, gently, carefully take the fish out of the milk, which isn't always that easy, rescuing the bay leaves as well at the same time, and then we're going to use this milk which has been flavoured by the fish and the bay leaves and some salt and pepper. We're going to make that, use that to make our bechamel sauce with, which I'll show you how to do in a second. Once we've got all this fish out of here, we're going to have to take the skin off that later, but we'll do that after we've made the sauce, so that we know that the fish is a bit cooler to handle, which will make it a lot easier. So we'll get all this out, every little bit of it. Smells really good already. Let's take that out, and then we can get stuck into making the sauce. Okay, there we go, it's pretty much all out. There we are. So we'll leave that fish on one side, and we'll come back to that afterwards where we can take the skin off it. So now we can put our vegetable back onto the heat, warm it through slightly, get the flour, so we've got flour to go in, and then stir that in. So what you're doing now is making a roux. So this is the base, so that's going to be the thickening for your sauce. So that's going to be a roux. So what you need to do now is cook that flour out, so we don't have that taste of the flour in the sauce when we finish, basically. You don't want a floury fish pie, that's for sure, do you? So at this point, you can also put in a big glug of good teaspoon of English mustard, okay? That can go in as well, and then just do that just a minute or two, just to cook out, so that, as I say, it's not going to taste the flour when we've finished. So now we can slowly but surely, with our ladle, I've got here somewhere, can start adding
the fish cooking liquor into it, just a couple of spoonfuls at a time. Stir it in, go steady with it, but don't worry if it goes lumpy. It will go lumpy to start with, it always does. But just keep it on the go and keep adding that stock. Little by little, again. There we go. Keep adding that in, stirring it in, going gentle, and then eventually it will take all that cooking liquor and hopefully we'll have a nice fish pie sauce. Okay, more, so probably tip it in now. I think we're all safe enough to do that. As you get through it more, you can add a little sort of large quantities at this stage. You can see how it's going, so it will get there eventually. There we go. Okay, so it's getting there. If you wanted to be really sort of indulgent, I guess you could probably add some cream to this at the end of it as well to make it really, really yummy. See how it's going? So we're getting there, look. Let's get the rest of this in. That's not all of it in one go, but there we go. So there we are. It's coming together nicely, this is. Once we've got this in, we'll just let it to cook out for 5 minutes. Once we've got all the milk into it, and we'll go back to sort our fish out then. Nothing too difficult, hopefully. Hopefully you guys will be able to do it at home, I'm sure you will. Let's get the rest of that in. Great stuff, look at that. Lovely. Right, back again. So our sauce is pretty much finished. What we can do now is put the juice of half a lemon into it. Put it through your fingers so you catch the pips, if it's got any pips in it. Half a lemon will be fine. And this is where I said if you wanted to, you could put a slug of wine in, which I'm going to do. Just a drop, put it in there, stir that in, and then we'll leave that to cook just for 5 minutes while we sort the fish out. So mix that all together and leave that to cook out, that'll be great. Okay, low heat, so it's not going to catch on the bottom. That bit's done. So let's sort our fish out now. Keep that for later. So get your pan, your fish that you're going to cook it in, and now we need to just break this fish off and keep the skin out of it, of course. You don't want skin in your fish pie, that's for sure, do you? So we'll just take the skin bits off there. Careful, it's still a bit hot, but you'll be fine. So get that, that's the white fish, that's the haddock that we had going in. And then we've got salmon, some yellow fish we've got in that mix that we got from the supermarket. Get all that in. A little bit of cooking liquor still left there, which is great. Put that down again, it's burning my fingers. Let's get that skin off the salmon. There we go. That can all go in. Don't put the bay leaves in. You don't want a mouthful of bay leaf when you're eating your fish pie, that's for sure. Okay. So we've got all our skin there, I think, pretty much. Let's waz that in there. Goes in there. And then we'll go back and we'll have a look at our sauce again now as well. Okay. That's that bit done. Wipe our hands. So we're done. Fish is in. We've got some prawns to add in a second as well. Let's have a look at this sauce, which is looking good. A little bit too thick that for me, so I'm going to grab just a drop more milk to put in it, just to let it down a bit more. There we go. So now we need to assemble our pie. So what we've got now is prawns, so they don't need to cook basically, they just warm up through when we cook the pie in the oven in a second. So we'll just put those in, so they're just, well, they're frozen, defrosted them this morning. They can all go in there. Then last ingredient for the sauce, just a little bit of cheese, some nice stronger cheddar cheese. That can be stirred in. Just let that melt down a little bit in the sauce. Look at that, that looks really good, doesn't it? That looks really nice, even though I say it myself. Okay, and now we're going to put that into our fish mix here. Go straight in. Okay, make sure you get every little bit of it out of there. its own way around every little bit of it. Don't want to waste any of that. Okay, that's bit's done. So we're good to go. So all we're short of now are the potatoes for the top of it. We'll pop that over there. Make sure we've got all these turned out so we don't burn anybody. So we drained our potatoes earlier on. Just going to mash those now. And I've got a bit of something I quite like to do with these potatoes. Once we've mashed them, I'm going to put them back on the heat, very gentle heat, with some milk in them. So it's up to you really, but I like potatoes really nice and creamy and sort of luxurious on this. But you can leave them a bit rustic and sort of just break them up. But I'm going to make them nice and creamy and rich with some drop of milk in them. And put them, as I say, put them back on the heat and just mix that milk into them. So we'll do that. We'll do that now. Okay, our spoon, drop of milk in there, and we'll put some milk underneath that. Hopefully, there we go. Just a little bit. Mix that in so it goes really nice and creamy. And it's probably a little bit easier to put on top of your fish pie then as well, to be truthful. So we'll get that in, mix that, beat that as much as you can, no lumps in it, hopefully. Drop more milk. Really give it a good mix, a good beat with your wooden spoon. There we go. Okay. See how that's nice and smooth. And then what we do, just to make it a bit of colour, we've got some peas that we cooked just a little bit earlier, so just a handful of peas in there, mix those through. There we go. That's just a little bit of salt and pepper for them. There we go. And we're good to go. So let's put this together. So just bob this on top of your pie. Just pop it on in lumps like that to start with, and then we can go back and spread it out with a fork or a spoon or whatever. So where you realise that your cooking pie dish isn't going to be big enough, maybe. Okay, there we go. So fork just to even that out over the top. And there you go, one fish pie. So that's going to go in the oven for about 30 minutes on 180. We'll pop that in now and we'll have a look at it in half an hour. So, okay, 30 minutes on, so let's have a look how it's going. Smells really good. Let's get it out and have a look. Oh wow, look at that, look at that. Oh, lovely. So you can see it's still on the tray, left it on the tray because it's leaked everywhere. It's boiled over, but that doesn't matter. Let's see how that tastes. Look at that. So let's have a look. Wow. So just to remind everybody, the ingredients for our fish pie will be on the St Luke's website, so you can get everything from there. You've got how to do it, hopefully from our video. Not that difficult to do, quite quick, 30 minutes prep and 30 minutes in the oven, and you've got a really nice tea for the whole family. So I hope you enjoyed it. If we do any more, if this was a success, then we'll be back. Hopefully we will be. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.